Okay. Star is on. We are live. Right. What's going on? Good evening, everyone. Let me share this video first. Kale. This one is going to be a quick one. Aniperara. Aniperara. Jẹ́ kí n share. You are welcome. Jama. Let me share this 1 minute. Jẹ́ n share káwọn èèyàn lè mọ̀ pé a ti wà online. Let me share 1 minute, please. Public. Save. Public. Shikemi, how are you? Yeah. I'm sorry, let me quickly share this video. A lot of people are waiting for this program. Justice for Sylvester. Justice for Sylvester. Justice for Sylvester. God will help us. I don't want to play any music on the show. It's just straight to the point. It's going to be a 1 hour show. And for those of you that is on Instagram, you might as well join me on Facebook, where you can be able to see our guest speaker of today. Or you go on YouTube, Temi Food, Temi Food. You will see me with my gele like this. Okay. 1 minute. Sorry about that. Login. Yes, ma. Where's the message now? Yes, please. Yes, ma. Hi, Javidu Alaji, how are you? So we are waiting for our guest speaker of today. There are two actually. And if you like to join us on YouTube, it's Temi. Let me put it down there. It's Temi Food as well on YouTube, where you can be able to see our guest speaker of today. We have two guest speakers for tonight. It's going to be a quick one. Okay. That's why Temi Food TV. Temi Food TV. Yeah. On YouTube. Sorry, I'm typing it on YouTube. Temi Food TV on YouTube. Yeah. Kale. Ṣé wọlé yẹn ẹ máa bá mi share. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Share it as well. Join us on the Facebook. And you can watch us as well on YouTube. We are expecting our guests of today, guest speakers. There are two actually, and they will be joining us now. Sister Ibironka is joining us. Sister Esther Palmer is joining us. So yes, we are not going to take your time. We are not going to waste any time at all. So Ejo, it's going to be a quick one, and you can call in. It's a calling show. Okay. It's a calling show. Let me drop my number. You can call on WhatsApp. You can call in on WhatsApp, and you can call direct. +44 750 72 606. That is the number to call in. We are waiting for our guest of tonight. It's going to be a quick one, like I said, because my program is on Tuesdays. Naked Truth is on. Thank you. Sister Ronke is here. Good evening, Mom. Good evening, ma. Can you please help us increase your volume? We are waiting for Sister Esther Palmer on Instagram. If you like to see our guest speaker of tonight, you can go on my Facebook, which is Temi Food. Temi Food, Temii Foods. on Instagram, sorry, on Facebook or on YouTube. So that is where you can be able to see our guest of tonight. So we are waiting for Sister Esther ma. Help me share, help me share, help me share. We are waiting for Sister Esther. Oh dear. Okay, we need volume. Olaji, you are welcome, sir. Good evening, sir. Help us share this program. So while we are waiting for Sister Esther, ma, how are you, ma? How are you doing? Ẹ jẹ́ kí n wò ṣé volume tọ̀dọ̀ mi ni àbí tọ̀dọ̀ yín mà. Oh, Sister Esther is here. Sister Esther is here. Okay. Sister Esther is here. Let me see the volume. Sister Esther, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
How are you, ma?
I'm very fine.
Okay. People on the Instagram, if you want to see our guest speaker of tonight, you need to go on YouTube or you go on our Facebook page. You will be able to see our guest speaker of tonight. Ẹ káalẹ́ ma, ẹ káalẹ́, ẹ kú àtàárọ̀. A máa miss ọ̀rọ̀ wa, a ní pẹ́ púpọ̀, wákàtí kan péré la ní lórí ètò yìí. And the number to call in is scrolling on the screen 075072 72606 or +44 750 7272606. Please don't call in yet. Thank you for sharing. God bless you. Thank you very much. So ẹ káalẹ́ sister mi, ẹ jẹ́ kí n bẹ̀rẹ̀ látọ̀dọ̀ Sister Ronke Quadri. Ẹ káalẹ́ mà. Fún gbogbo àwọn tó ń wò wá for the first time, my name is Omolara Eboda and this is my beautiful sister. Can you kindly introduce yourself, mom? Yes, ma. Ó dà pọ́dọ̀ yín ni o, volume yín ni o. Sister Esther, we can hear Sister Esther clearly. Okay, ẹ jẹ́ kí n wò láti ọ̀dọ̀ mi ń bì normal. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n wò lórí fóònù mi. Facebook. Okay. Hello ma. Hello sister. Sister Ronke. Hello ma. Okay, fine. À ń gbọ́ yín dáadáa. It's fine. Okay ma. Okay, that's fine. À ń gbọ́ yín dáadáa ma. Okay ma. Ẹ ṣé gan, God bless you. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ bá wa dárúkọ yín fún àwọn tó ń wò yín lé mà.
Okay, my name life is the most important job of all, and that is in that capacity, irrespective of what degree, what we think we might have been, our sole existence, for me as a person, I think it revolves around the fact that you've chosen to be a mother and no one forced you to be that. It is your decision and it comes with a lot of responsibility and sacrifices. So I'm here in my capacity as an intentional African mother today. That is what I've come to do. Oh, you are muted, Auntie.
Okay, sorry, ṣé ń gbọ́ mi sìn? Tí mo bá mute ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, o máa lè kò ní echo so that a lè máa gbọ́ra wa. So tí má ti sọ̀rọ̀ tán, màá mute ara mi. Sister mi orúkọ sister mi kejì yẹn, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá wa introduce ara yín mà.
Orúkọ mi ni Esther Palmer. Tí ẹ̀gbọ́n èèyàn mọ̀ mí sí Ìyá Lábúlé. Mo wá sórí ètò ilé ni to come and give my take about what's going on in our society regarding parenting, and also to share my take and my advice on what's going on. Ọlọ́run
ọmọkùnrin kan ni a gbọ́ pé ó ṣaláìsí ṣùgbọ́n ikú ẹ̀ ọ̀nà tó gbà tó fi kú kò tẹ́ wa lọ́rùn gẹ́gẹ́ bí òbí. We are talking about 12 years old boy ní boarding school. Number one, tí a gbọ́ láti ẹnu bàbá ọmọ yìí fúnra ara wa tá a fi ti ara wa gbọ́ ni pé ọmọ yìí ti ń complain láti ilẹ̀. Ẹ jọ wá láti wá dá anybody lẹ́bi whether bàbá ọmọ àbí ọmọ ọlọ́mọ tí ó ti ṣaláìsí, but tí ọmọ wa bá délé tó bá complain fún wa pé nǹkan kan ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní school mi, as òbí kí lẹ feel pé ó yẹ kí a kọ́kọ́ ṣe? Ẹ jẹ́ n bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ Sister Ronke.
Eshia, thank you so much for that question. Ibi tí mo tẹ̀mí ti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ni pé ọmọ tó máa wálé tó máa wá complain fóbi, tó máa ní freedom, tó máa lè bóbi ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ wípé nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi, á jẹ́ pé ọmọ yẹn jáde láti inú ẹbí tó jẹ́ wípé one, communication has never been an issue, and it's an open family where everybody is allowed to talk. Today, I'm not going to mince words, and I'm sure you know me very well. Like, I'm very, very factual and blunt, and that is the way I'm going to be. And I'm going to say that based on my experience as a Nigerian, because I know that is majority of our audience. Most of us, Facebook here, and so many of us call the background orientation where we have that level of freedom to talk to our parents, to complain. So it's important for us to identify where these issues are coming from. We are allowed to complain or talk in the way we understand it now, or in the way some of us are beginning to understand, or more ni ability láti lè bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ as òbí. One, the education system tó tọ́ wa. Many of us are educated. We went to school, we had to sit down, listen to your teachers. You're being spoken to, have your assignment, do it, only talk when you are allowed to. So whether we are ready to accept it or not, many of us grew up being timid. We don't challenge authorities constructively. We were not given the permission to talk and challenge issues. So many of us grew up with a lot of negative mindset that we brought into our parenting style today. Now, asking that, but Tomobawa complain, well, maybe to real water to one low in Ibo, 30 beresini mix, Kideshe Bobowa no. Lo mama believe, mommy, this happened at school today. You must have fostered that kind of relationship in such a way that kosin koto moniri nita, so le wabani, so bogwe your colony opportunity, even pela wata shingbe low in Ibo. That is my fact number one. Number two, if you are one of the very few lucky ones that have been able to raise your children in that situation where no matter what you can talk, which for me, I believe is the best principle. For me, talking is my punishment style for my children. Sorry, oro, I allow you to analyze the situation and say, what do you think you have done wrong? With this action, do you think you are proud of yourself? So God forbid, I want to expect that in a way. I've brought up my kids that if that had happened, we could talk about it. So for parents that are intentional and are aware of their roles and responsibility, and they foster the culture of communication. In fact, you already knew something is wrong. Right from school, because one, the consonants would have changed. The body language, there are so many ways we communicate with these children, and there are so many ways our children communicate with us. Not to talk of omoti, otikuro nle, totilog, see outside the environment. First time in a boarding school, our job as a parent, fact-finding mission, so okay, omo yi lo, ko nse báyìí tẹ́lẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀, tó go bá jẹ́ tọ́lọ́run, màá ti dé school yìí ní mo ara tèmi. Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́hùn, ìbára àti ẹni bá débi Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ ara burú o. No, something is not right. Something is not right. And in an open situation and communication, sincerely speaking, ọmọ yẹn tó padà sí school, I am telling you, wọ́n á ti get help involved. There is something not right here. There is that instinct, especially as àwa ìyá tí Ọlọ́run fún wa. So whether we choose to use it or not is another thing. So now going to your question, pé tọ́mọ bá wálé tó bá wá complain. That is, in fact, by that stage is a red alert already. Nǹkan tó bá tẹ̀ sí fi lè mú ọmọ lánú sọ fún yín, that is your clear-cut red alert, signal nìyẹn, and that requires urgent and immediate action.
Thank you very much, ma. Thank you, ma. Mama ṣe ní short so that àwọn èèyàn lè ṣe calling show fún àwọn èèyàn wa. Sister Victoria Copper said exactly the sign will be there. Telling tale signs we should be very observant and vigilant. Sister Esther, what do you think about that question, ma? Tí ọmọ bá délé tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní complain fún wa, kí ni àṣòbí? Ta ló yẹ, ṣé school ló yẹ ká bá wí ni àbára wa, àbí kí ló yẹ ká mójútó, àbí bóyá ọmọ wa bó ṣe máa ń nàgì tẹ́lẹ̀ nìyẹn? What do you think, ma?
Well, ẹ ṣe gan pẹ̀lú question tẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹn. Màá bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ibi tí sister mi ti don stop sí. Wọ́n ti sọ most points tó yẹ pé òbí láti observe. Òun ní pé mo take time láti study lórí case ọmọ yẹn. And màmá ọmọ yẹn sọ pé ìgbà tí wọ́n kọ́ wá sílé on this after tó lọ sí school, ó sọ fún màmá ẹ pé I don't want to go back to that school. Màmá ẹ wá béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ pé why? Ó pe bàbá ẹ. Ìpè before then, ó ti ń change, attitude ẹ̀ ti ń change, ó ti wà cold, ó wà withdraw, kò dàbí èèyàn tó yẹ pé ó wà active tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ mọ́, and those are the signs tó yẹ pé èèyàn láti mọ̀. But because of báwa ṣe wọ̀ bó ṣe train àwa, ó yàtọ̀ sí bí society, because society accepts the thing, everything to change. If we have to train our children, bó ṣe train àwa, ọlọ́mọ ẹ̀ka regret, ọlọ́mọ ìkílẹ̀ ayé wa bàjẹ́. Òun ní pé ọlọ́run tó bá yín ṣe tó yẹ pé ọmọ púpọ̀ ló wà lọ́wọ́ yín. Èmi ò wá láti condemn our parents, but this is an eye opener for everybody. Màá mi ní fẹ́ compare, but at the same time, I fẹ́ bring in another scenario tó yẹ kó ṣẹlẹ̀, because kọ́tà and soy, it has to do with all affect government, parents, and ọmọ as well. Three àwọn mẹ́ta ẹni máa sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. Ọmọ tó wà involved, tó bá kún àti àwọn parents wà in talking terms, tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n máa ń share ọ̀rọ̀. Tó bá kọ́ máa ń sọ̀rọ̀, tó jẹ́ pé the confidence is there, ọmọ yẹn mọ̀ pé òun lè approach àwọn parents will make ara wọn available. Being a parent, you have to make yourself available. Availability is one thing tó jẹ́ pé you should not ignore in parenting. If your child cannot confide in you as a parent, I'm sorry you have failed. And if you are as a parent, you don't have time to discuss when your child say, what is okay, I want to see you, mom. I don't think I would be there because and for my child to say, I don't want to go back to that school. There are times when my children will come to me and say, Mom, I don't feel like going to school today. They won't go to that school that day. But paranoid or anything. But it's just that for a child to come up to you and say, I don't feel like going to school today. I'm going to law school. Like something must have happened. So around Kobe, no, you know why I'll go back to school. Come. Kilo shele. And you continue to watch it. I want school here go no. On to one cover up. So see because ìgbà tí mo wo case ọmọ mo wojú ọmọ yẹn. Ẹnu ọmọ yẹn bó ṣe wà so yẹn. Every ti ń jiná bọ̀. So kò ṣe pé ṣẹlẹ̀. Ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀. But school yẹn go cover it up. But wọ́n rí pé kí ni get out of hand, no get parents involved. So negligence was school. Then nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀, this is not the first time. I got case tó ṣẹlẹ̀ l'Abuja. Kí ni government ṣe nípa ẹ̀? Àwọn Nigerian.
Thank you. That is my next question. Tí mo fẹ́ béèrè.
Àti wá di government. Àti wá di power la fight fún àwa sí. Ìgbà sísìn kó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Abuja, tí wọ́n pa ọmọ yẹn wọ́n abuse wọn. Kí ni government ṣe? Wọ́n máa sweep àwọn matter under the carpet. Ẹ mọ case ọmọ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ láàbù tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn náà, ọmọ deeper life yẹn náà. Kí náà ṣe sí? Even with the fact that the woman has a only voice. Her voice is very strong. And she just stand down there. Nobody to my intimidate to me. Nobody to my that is the way, that is the spirit of what I expect of women that we should have.
Thank you, ma. Thank you very much, ma. Now, nǹkan tí mi fẹ́ béèrè, ṣé boarding school tá à fọmọ sí kì í ṣe pé bóyá àfarawé ni? I want to belong. I want people to know my child is in boarding school. I want people to know that this is my child in boarding school and that tí n bá lọ mú kúrò wọ́n á ní mo fail as a parent. Tí n bá lọ mú kúrò wọ́n á ní mi ìmọ̀ ṣe. Ṣé ẹ feel pé boarding school yìí ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mà ẹ má bínú o, this question goes to Sister Ronke. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mà ṣé ẹ̀yin lè fọmọ yín sí boarding school?
Thank you so much, my dear sister Palma. God will bless you. Two things. Emma Binu digress. God will bless you. Two things you said. We are not blaming anyone, but let's be factual here. There was already an issue in that parenting style that you've too clear-cut signal. Your child was withdrawn for 3 whole weeks, not communicating, not talking. And the second one, clear-cut, I do not want to go back to that school. That is a fact-finding mission. Putting myself in that situation, and this is me coming from the perspective of a mother that's had a child, had a lot of suffering, and to tell me, you know some of what I'm talking about. Because our mama sweep a lot of things under the carpet, and it's about time we begin to talk about some of these salient issues. So I'm talking about this from the perspective of a mother who has had a child in a compromising situation, and I've had to fight openly, even on social media, on behalf of my child. And students, that I will get a lawyer, and go all the way. There are 2 clear-cut signals that were missed. Now, on the issue of the government, please permit me to say, we are the reflection of the leadership we have. We are the reflection of the government in power. Our society is so messed up that, like a reciprocal attitude, and schools, I am telling you, they are the schools of the people of who is who. They are the ones controlling the society. Talonidowen College, the Phillips, my goodness, they are the top 1%ers. They are the one in control. But that is not where we are going. I will not put my child in a boarding school. No, I wouldn't. Because I am too protective as a mother to do that, number one. Number two is that I know that we were trying to follow the British aristocracy, that those of them in those days, you go there, you do what the Joneses are doing, is the status thing in the society. Your child is in KC, your child is in Queen's College. We know they give a lot of disciplines and whatever, but there is something else I'm going to point out today. If you look at the trajectory and the population of our broken men and the broken people in the society, go and take the census. I can categorically tell you 70% of them went through the boarding education. Many of these people were abused, but they can't talk about it. And it's not just about Nigerians. Look at what happened even in Rome, in Italy. The set of children that went through, we saw the case about the Pope and all that. The function of a society is start from parenting. Once you miss that, you are missing a fundamental aspect of it. That is number one. Number two is status. You are right about that. My child must belong to a particular thing. If I had a child, would I put that one child in society? I've had to be in a position whereby I left my children in a cared for situation. But that is someone who I can vouch for. That is my mother and my father. They raised me. They were literally, practically taking my kids to school day in, day out. And every single day, and I aged overnight because of the worry that came with that. So I won't put my child in a boarding school. And
thank you very much, ma. God bless you, ma. Sister Esther, what about you? I know you are a lovely lady. You will, because life is too short now. Kí ló wà ńbẹ̀ ká fọmọ sí boarding school? Ní copy ni.
That's a very good question, Tomaso. And to be honest, I have a different notion about that. I would say I can't put my child in a boarding school. Reason is, Sherry, gbogbo nǹkan tó wà nílé ayé yìí bákan méjì ni. A rí nǹkan tó dá, a rí nǹkan tí ò dá. a rí product tó yẹ pé àwọn tó yẹ kó wọn lọ sí boarding school náà a rí negative effect tó yẹ pé even school tó ń lọ gan tó make life àwọn ọmọ yẹn mo ṣe ti rí taking a child to boarding school kọ́ ni issue tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí ṣe rí government gangan kí ló involvement wọn gan nínú boarding school táwọn ọmọ wa ṣe bí boarding school ìgbà táwọn wà táwọn wà kiri àwọn kan ló lọ sí Mayfair náà ó ní káàkó ní experience ó yẹ yín even after your parents knows wọ́n abuse àwọn ọmọ ṣó ti yẹ yín but when it comes to just the issue of a nonchalant attitude ó pọ̀ fún àwọn teachers gan tó ń teach ní school because ọmọ wà lábẹ́ yín ní tábà lọ pick ọmọ ní school bọ́ ilé ẹ̀kọ́ mẹ́rin náà wà bí ẹ̀rọ ju 20 lọ wọ́n máa kà wọ́n lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan tó máa kà wọ́n lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan wọ́n mọ̀ pé ọmọ báyìí ló wọlé láàárọ̀ ọmọ báyìí ló jáde lọ́sàn-án ok ẹ̀mọ́ra àwọn míì ọmọ yẹn sọ wọ́n ní wọ́n ti wọ́n nù wardrobe for 2 days without food so wọ́n torture so while doing that kí làwọn teach two yẹn sọ Sherry, it is not only boarding house boarding school gangan issue to one leg, but the government needs to be involved in everything that has to do with children. Okay, so boarding school or that. Okay, I'm going to school. School like be pon lo. Era ọmọ mi wọ́n lọ mú bo níbi kan. Wọ́n dey pé school no wa. To yẹ pé our parents, our teachers wọ́n lè give account. Ẹ máa wọ́n ní ìlú yìí. Tó wọ́n bá wá sí school máa pè. Ọmọ wá sí school kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Owó kọ́ ni ọ̀yá kí ṣe bí kọ́ ló wú lágbèbọ̀ kíákíá. All show concern. Government ni wọ́n. What is our government? What you are so laid back? I'm so sorry. So
let me chip in, sir. Ma'am, sorry, Sister Esther. Mo agree pẹ̀lú yín, but a bit ara mi kan disagree pẹ̀lú yín mà. Ní kí n ṣá wò. Àwa parent gangan gẹ́gẹ́ bí òbí. Àwa parent gangan kí là ń ṣe nínú ilé? Ọ̀nà wo là ń gbà kọ́ àwọn ọmọ wa? Okay ma.
Èmi ò ní blame our parents nígbà mi kí wọ́n mú wọn lọ sí boarding house. Reason ni pé bóyá our parents yẹn bóyá wọ́n jẹ́ career people ni wọ́n jẹ́ pé wọ́n lọ sí iṣẹ́ wọ́n dẹ̀ máa ń dé late. Wọn ò ní time for ọmọ. Ṣó ti yẹ yín? Àlẹ́ mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú house help ní Nàìjíríà. Ìlú yóò fàyè gba house help. Ṣó ti yẹ yín? Okay, tọ́wọ́ káwọn ò ní ráyè láti tọ́ ọmọ yẹn. Wọn ò dẹ̀ ṣe jura wọn lọ. Ọmọ kan náà bí. Ṣó yẹ yín? Ọwọ́ àwọn pé báwo làwọn ìfẹ́ fún ọmọ ní school and best education because kí ọ̀tún lè afford láti máa san 1 million per term kò ṣòwò kékeré. Ṣó ti yẹ yín? So ìgbà míì ká wo from perspective tiwọn náà pé kí ló mú wọn fún wọn sí boarding school ṣàkíyèmí ṣàlàyé sí pé kí ló fà á èmi láì boarding school is essential ẹ máa ń rí tẹ́ pé wọ́n ṣe máa train wọn well cultured tí wọ́n yẹ kí bẹ́ẹ̀ boarding school tó wáyé pọ̀ dà at the end of the day èmi ti oríṣiríṣi mẹ́tẹ́ pé yeah even in Lagos I'm talking about in this country not in Nigeria tó yẹ yín ìlú ìgò náà àwọn ọmọ yẹn náà wọ́n sì ní abuse wọn tó ti yẹ yín but ṣé nǹkan tẹ́bi kàn mọ́ nínú ayé ni pé òbí kàn láti la ojú sílẹ̀ ọmọ wà boarding house o ọmọ ò sí boarding house o ọmọ wà lábẹ́ ilé ẹ̀ lọ sí school o nǹkan tó máa ṣe ìyá ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n má lanu sílẹ̀ ipe kò lè ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi ó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ẹ then ẹ jẹ́ kí màmá conclude ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú lè kò sí bí òbí ṣe wà busy tó láyé ọkọ àtìyàwó gbọ́dọ̀ wà busy ìkan láti step down fún kan ni tó ti yẹ yín ìkan láti step down fún kan ni because for you to say I want to be a parent why commit what is your aim you should have aim and objective a joke on a round table you have to be involved in your children's life go taking your child to boarding house ọmọ abẹ́ ẹ̀tọ́ ọmọ ẹ̀ ni ìwọ kọ́ ló máa tọ́ ọmọ abẹ́ ẹ̀tọ́ ni ó jẹ́ ń fowó tọ́ ọmọ but owó kọ́ ni wọ́n kan nílé ayé yìí ṣẹ́rí nǹkan tí mi regret láyé mi ò ní pé I did not grow good up with my father. My father was a very smart person. But that is the only thing tell me miss as a child. But to buy someone to buy any time, let's impart knowledge. your own training in your child's life, you have failed as a parent. So putting your child to boarding house is not advisable.
Thank you, ma. God bless you, ma. This question, I want you to answer it, Sister Ronke Ejo. And this time around, anyone that wants to call in, you can call in now. Let me pin my number there. It's +44 750 7272. Question náà, ẹ jẹ́ kí n pin ní question náà. The question is from Princess Efua Fraser Oyedeji. Wọ́n ní, what about if you are a single parent? Sister Ronke Ejo, ẹ bá mi down question yẹn mà.
What about if your parents, would you put your child in a boarding school? Is that it? I mean, what's the... Hey, mi ò gbọ́ yín o.
Àwọn náà máa máa kà ń sìn, mi ì mọ̀ bóyá àkọ́tọ́ mi nìyẹn, but wọ́n kàn béèrè pé what about if you are a single parent? Tó o dẹ̀ lè dá tó ọmọ ẹ tó fẹ́ fi sí boarding school. I think that is where the question comes from.
Ọlọ́run á ṣàánú fún gbogbo wa, kò ní jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa ṣìṣe. Whatever decision we choose to make over our children, Ọlọ́run á gbà. Kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ ṣe àfẹ́ntọ́ Ọlọ́run ọba bàbá ṣe. And perspective oníkálukú ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni. And ẹ má bínú, I'll bring a bit of religiosity into it. Alhamdulillah, I am a Muslim. And ṣe kò sí nǹkan tá a lé nílé ayé yìí. Nǹkan tó tọ́ gbogbo wa la mọ̀. Nǹkan tí ò tọ́ gbogbo wa la mọ̀. Bóyá àjẹfẹ́ bóyá akọ oníkálukú ló máa ní challenges títí ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run ọba tó choose láti sọ yín di single mother, and I am a single mother, yeah? Ọlọ́run ọba tó choose láti fi mí ṣe single mother. Ó ti lóhun ò ní gbé bùkátà tágbára mi ò ní ká, òun ò ní gbé bá mi. Ó mọ̀ pé mo ní capacity láti exist and survive as a single mother at that time in my life. Even as a single mother, èmi Adijatu omi ní mọ́mọ́ mi sí boarding school. Because kò sírú success tí a fẹ́ wá ní ilé ayé yìí. Your ultimate responsibility, the minute you choose to accept that role of parent, whether it is single or blended or in a couple relationship, once you have that responsibility of a parent, God in His infinite mercy has shown you a different kind of mercy to you, and it comes with responsibilities. And that responsibility, as far as I'm concerned, is the ultimate. Tí Ọlọ́run bá bá yín ṣe, tó bá jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ rí ṣe ní ìrọ̀rùn, tó rá àwọn ọmọ yẹn tó ẹ padà jèrè wọn. Nobody is saying it is easy. I know how tough it is. I have a lived experience of how hard it can be for single mothers, even in some instances, single fathers. But I made a decision that I want tí wọn ò ní agbára yìí, because until tó bá 18, you are ultimately responsible for whatever has happened. Ká wá sọ ẹni tó jẹ́ pé ọmọ kan ló bí, kò sírú owó tẹ̀ ń wá ní ayé yìí àti ọ̀run, kò sírú career tí ẹ̀ ń wá ní ayé yìí àti ọ̀run. Èyí kan àyàmọ̀gbélẹ̀ fún kan ni. Currently, I had to leave my own job, and it's a high-powered job, high-paying job, and I withdrew to doing what some people consider beneath my capacity. But guess what? I know I had the parental role láti tọ́jú ọmọ tó need me more at that time. Because tá bá padà dẹ́sẹ̀ ògbèjì tí wọ́n á bi mí lérè nìyẹn. Ọkọ̀ tó máa bèrè lọ́wọ́ yín wípé èló lo mú, èló lo ní, èló lo kó account. But what you do with the next generation coming after you, it is your ultimate responsibility. And personally for me, that is where I believe my ultimate success lies. No matter the amount of certificates or no matter how successful you are in your career, once you failed in your responsibility as a good parent, a major chunk of your life will fail. And this is where we can see Ari Omo Oba Oni Ano, especially àwa tá ń gbé ní UK, nígbà tá Omo Oba tó mú pó tó ń fẹsẹ̀ halẹ̀ kiri, ṣé kò mú wọ̀ sí bẹ́yìn, ṣé kò mú báàlù. Ọba lè jọba, but they failed in their responsibility as a parent.
Sorry ma, sorry to cut you there. Princess, don't pay a question yẹn. Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ kan bì, and I want you to answer that, ma. Yes. You guys are looking at things from Europe living. It does not work like that in Nigeria. As a working single mother who starts work at 8 a.m. and do not get back home till 10 p.m., would you say she give up her job? She should give up her job?
No, you.
No, you. I'm not saying.
I'm not
I'm
saying
not
you.
saying you.
But ìgbà táyé ọ̀làjú là ń wá oríṣiríṣi excuses kàkàkiri. In that same Nigerian, there are single parents that, I mean, it's even better for single parents in Nigeria than it is for those of us abroad. Because in Nigeria, you have the support of your extended family. If you are working, you can get help. As a single mother in Nigeria, I had the work well. I was working, I was making the money, and that is in Kotimo believe I had teachers, I had Arabic teachers, I had house help, I had to pay for a driver, and I had to get my mother to sit in there to oversee what was happening. And these were 3 young children, all under 5 years old when we started. So yes, I have the lived experience, and this was not in Europe. So it does not matter whether it is in Europe or in Nigeria. I maintain, I'm sorry if people don't get this, and I can understand, each to its own. For me, my success, my definition of success in life is not about the number of certificates or the amount of money that sits in my account. My definition of success is the impact I have in the upcoming generation that will be attached to me, whether those are my own biological children or not.
Thank you very much, ma.
But
God bless you, ma. Because we don't have much time, we need to close by 7 p.m. because a lot of us have somewhere to go, and like you as well, sis. Sister Esther, can you please say something about that question? About being single mother and about how you don't have help or support to support you as a single mother. Does that make you a failure, or does that make you please, ma?
Well, I'll also talk from my own personal experience. I'm a single parent. And being a single parent, not just a single parent, I have a child living with disability. And that means I have to, we used to be in and out of the hospital. You understand? And single-handedly, I've walked into the theater over 16 times for surgery without a husband beside me. Even when my husband was here, it was like, so I will not compare the way we live here. Nobody can compare, but she live in Libya compared to Nigeria. I want people in Nigeria want to stand, eat, stand, face in Libya. And being a single parent, I have my mother that lives here. Our parents, I have my extended family, all living in UK. But still, it's not in my system to leave my children with my parents. So I see it as my responsibility to see to my day-to-day affair of my children. I want to train my children the way I want. So I'm leaving your child in a body. I understand where they are coming from. Sherry, also, it's not just about money. I understand it's hard for people to work in Nigeria. But if you find yourself as a single parent, which today pray pray for, láti jókòó kó bá ara ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀, ní them láti bá ara ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀. Whatever anything in life, your children come first. Ṣẹ́tìrì answer or body now. Jẹ́ ká tiẹ̀ consider what about people tó yẹ pé wọ́n lówó ní Nàìjíríà ti jẹun yó, wọ́n sì náà ọmọ wá sí mi láti wá kàwé. Lifestyle àwọn ọmọ yẹn ní ìlú yìí kò ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ pé anybody can write home about. Because I see it as a parent, even in Nigeria, and so to body now. What about our parents who send our to school as young as 16, lost university? Experience will allow any like it. How can they say no? After so much pressure, cannot say no. And my mom see okui, Ọlọ́run fẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn learn from experience ọmọ Ọlọ́run ṣe allow it. So many children die, so many children. What kind of brain was in for me? Because there was no parent to guide them, to give them that reassurance that you can do this. Parents me available 24/7. But you now stand so keep paying Benny. Won't pay now. At least talk to your child 1-2 times a day. Or where now are you? To what something as a parent, your instinct should talk to you as a parent. Kilo share, báwo ni ṣó jẹun? That should not be too much for us to do. Kò owó tó bá ń lé láyé yìí, no matter owó tó bá fi owó kọ́ ilé fún ọmọ, tó bá tọ́ ọmọ yẹn máa gbélé yẹn tà ni. Ọmọ tó bá rán lọ sí bọ́dì náà tó ní kọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ tọ́, wọ́n á tọ́ bó ṣe wù wọ́n ni. Àwọn tó wà ń bẹ̀, àwọn tó jẹ́ student ẹgbẹ́ ló máa bẹ́ẹ̀ tọ́. So owó tó bá lé yẹn náà, at the end of the day, owó yẹn wá useless because ọmọ yẹn tó bá fún lówó yẹn gan kò ní appreciate it. Deep inside of that child, I feel kò neglect wọn as a parent ni because bàtú ẹ kò wà mẹ́ kò guide ẹ, kò protect ẹ as a parent. Kí ló ṣe? You are busy chasing after money. It is good for us to work. I'm not saying you should not work, but for you to find yourself as a single parent, ronú ara ẹ wò láti mọ bó ṣe máa reshape ilé ayé ọmọ ẹ. Not because of today or torí ọ̀la ẹ ni, because tó bá train ọmọ yẹn léèní, tó bá dọ̀la, the same way tó ṣe àbáyọ̀ ọmọ yẹn sí body now, òun náà àbáyọ̀ rẹ̀ sí home because every place is a normal thing.
Okay. Ẹ jẹ́ ká pick kíkọ́ yìí. Good evening, ma. Hello, ma. Ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ ma. Ṣé wà okay, ma?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mà, ẹ kú ètò.
Yes, ma. Ẹ bá wa dá sí ètò yìí, ma.
Mo kí mi ò dẹ̀ lórúkọ dáadáa mú dà ń pè.
Sister Ronke àti Sister Esther.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, ẹ ṣé ẹ pẹ́ fún wa lórúkọ Jésù.
Amen.
I don't even know whether I should be speaking in English or Yoruba.
Kò sédè tí gbogbo ẹ̀ àdàlú la fi ṣe lénìí. Àdàlú ni.
Olúwa ṣeun. Mi ò dẹ̀ mọ̀ bóyá àwọn guest yín náà wọ́n gbọ́ mi, but tí wọn bá gbọ́, well, maybe later on.
Wọ́n gbọ́, wọ́n làwọn ń gbọ́.
Olúwa ṣeun.
Yes,
I want
ma'am.
to say thank you to both of them because the angle at which both of them is coming from, they're very key angles and they're very important. But if you will permit me, ma, I would like to come from another dimension as well. I'm known for stepping on toes anyway, and I'm going to step on toes again.
Please go ahead.
I feel the passion of Sister Ronke and Sister Esther. In fact, I was saying to my husband, money, but I want people you go. So, but I know it's the passion, and this is where I'm coming from. Lórúkọ Jésù gbogbo wo ni mo sàrí ọmọ.
Àmín Jésù.
Lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Àmín.
Ṣé rí kinní kan ni mo fẹ́ ká sọ. Ṣé rí àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n abuse ọmọ yẹn ilé ibì kan ló ti jáde. That's the angle I want to come out from. Everybody thinks their children are saints. They think their children cannot do wrong. Their children is this, their children is that. Ẹ jẹ́ ká yọ kìíní kúrò lójú kí gbogbo wa lajú. Ojú tó bá ń ṣe pin ẹ jẹ́ ká yọ pin yẹn kúrò kí gbogbo wa lajú dáadáa ká wọ̀ ọ́. The same way that Sister Ronke was saying earlier, that you can study your body language, the voice, everything of your child, the same way you can know the kind of personality and character that your children possess, especially when they are outside of your home. Sister Esther, what I'm going to tell you a few months back ago.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Tí wọ́n lè po ẹ̀ ní school tí kọ́ńdọ̀mù ṣẹ́kù sí lára.
Jésù.
Lóun náà pé ìyá ẹ̀ títí tí wọ́n jẹ́ kó wá gbé ọmọ ẹ̀ títí ọmọ yẹn fi kú. Now, there are some things. Àwọn tó rape ọmọ yẹn ilé ibì kan náà lọ ti jáde. In this incident, even though I don't have the full knowledge of this one, I'm understanding that even the perpetrators of this incident, their parents have taken them and they flee. Why? How can your children commit such an atrocity and the next thing you're doing is you are fleeing with that child? What are you teaching that child? So you are the one that has facilitated those children to be able to perpetrate those evil in the first place. So I want to come from another dimension because I think Sister Ronke and Sister Esther are already doing good from the perspective of, okay, how do we look after our children? Okay, but let's talk about the fact. Let's talk about the are perpetrating this evil. What are we doing as parents? Mo ń gbọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ kó má jọ́dọ̀ mi ló ti ń wá o.
Ó wà okay ma, ẹ má worry.
Okay.
Yes, ma.
Àtọmọ ti yí lẹ́nu ẹ jẹ́ bá wa wò.
It wouldn't be emotional if it wasn't personal. It wouldn't be emotional if there wasn't a piece of you that said, you know what, maybe it is mine. You know what, maybe I do need to get that. You know what, maybe I do need to be stronger, not wait for it to be peaceful. You know what? So if you felt anything, just that is your soul, your mind, your heart. You know what? You're trying to connect. What's inside of you is trying to connect with this logical brain that's been trained to think small. This logical brain that's been trained to be small. This logical brain that's trying to be, you know.
Sister Ronke sọ̀rọ̀ ni ma.
Okay ma.
Ṣé ń gbọ́ ọkọ tó ń sọ dáadáa ma? Ṣé everybody ń gbọ́?
Sister Ronke sọ̀rọ̀ ni ma. Okay ma.
Ṣé ń gbọ́ ọkọ tó ń sọ dáadáa ma? Ṣé everybody ń gbọ́?
Sister Ronke sọ̀rọ̀ ni ma. Okay, so ẹ jẹ́ kí n continue.
Gbọ́ ọkọ tó ń sọ. Wow.
Wọ́n ní wọ́n gbọ́ mi for a long time.
Wow.
Àwọn kan kọ́ síbẹ̀ pé kí wọ́n gbọ́ mi. We can't hear her speak.
Okay, kí ni kí n ṣe yẹn o? Toro echo tí mo bá fi bẹ̀ yẹn lẹ̀. Ṣé ń gbọ́ sí mà? Okay, kí ni kí n ṣe yẹn o? Toro echo tí mo bá fi bẹ̀ yẹn lẹ̀. Ṣé ń gbọ́ sí mà?
No, wọn ò gbọ́.
Wọ́n ò gbọ́. Okay, ẹ jẹ́ kí n mú kúrò lórí Bluetooth. Wọ́n làwọn ò gbọ́. Okay. Hello ma. Okay. Mo ń bọ̀ ma. Ṣé ń gbọ́ sìn? Ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ ma.
Hello ma, everybody. Sister Ronke, Sister Esther, God bless you.
Wọ́n gbọ́ yín, wọ́n ti ń gbọ́.
Olúwa ṣeun. Ẹ wo táìmù dẹ̀ ń lọ ó kù 12 minutes.
No, ẹ take time, ẹ má worry. A máa fi extra 15 minutes sí, ẹ má worry ma.
Okay, ẹ ṣé Jésù àpọ́n lé ní gbogbo ọ̀nà. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ máa, ohun tí mò ń sọ ni wípé the perpetrators, àwọn ọmọ yẹn, the parents of those children, wọ́n ní tó bá jẹ́ òótọ́ because I don't know the full story, ṣé àmọ́ pé mo sọ fún yín tèmi food, I don't know the full story.
Ma. Okay.
But if it's true that the parents of the perpetrators have taken their children and they've fled, only let me talk about only address in school. How many people has been arrested? Has the proprietor been arrested?
No, arrest anybody.
Why?
No, arrest anybody.
Which goes back to what Sister Esther said earlier on.
Even according to nǹkan tá a gbọ́, sorry ma, according to nǹkan tá a gbọ́, kì í ṣe school kan ló pe àwọn parents, hospital náà ti pe àwọn parents, pọ́n ọmọ wọn wà lọ́spítù.
Okay, so then ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe backward. Okay, ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe backward integration nígbà yẹn tèmi food. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe báyìí. Nígbà tí mo gbọ́ mo lọ síléèwé, I signed the document, a dotted line, and I handed over my children to somebody. Am I correct?
Right, ma. Yes, ma.
Okay, so ó ṣe wá jẹ́ hospital ló ń pè mí. And even before you carried my child to the hospital, did I hand over the medical authorization of my child over to you? I want to call out. you. So let's call a spade a spade. I want us to think about and to concentrate and go back and check. Look, I say this all the time, especially sons. Ọmọ girl yẹn l'Abuja, very expensive school tí wọ́n lé ibù tó kú. Àwọn ọmọ olówó kan ọkùnrin náà, àwọn ọmọkùnrin kan náà ló lé ibù ẹ o. Orílẹ̀-èdè náà tó kú, àwọn ọmọkùnrin náà ní o.
Okay ma, ẹ má bínú ma, so ká má bàa gbára wa lásìkò sister. Now my question now is, do you think it's a good idea láti fọmọ sí boarding one? And báwo la ṣe fẹ́ mọ̀ wípé àwọn ọmọ wa tó bá pọ̀ mọ́ mi tó máa ń nàgì gan ṣe mọ̀ àwọn ọmọ wa máa ń rojọ́ ẹlòmíì máa ń rojọ́ gan nu wọn tó yẹ pé ṣẹ́jú like sister Esther said now pé tọ́mọ bá sọ pé òun ò lọ school lẹ́ni àwọn á ní kó má lọ tó bá tún sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́la náà ṣá máa ní kó má lọ ni ṣá máa ignore ni kí la máa ṣe sí. Yes ma.
Okay, ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ mú ti boarding school. It's interesting because mo wà nù pẹ́lẹ̀ ní anniversary in September, and somebody asked a similar question about boarding school. And luckily, I have a bit of personal experience. Due to the nature of the job that we do, but secondary school, we were also thinking boarding school would be the best option. We started the process, we made the plans, we did everything. And the only premise on which we made that decision was because the nature of our job would not permit us. So tó bá wà ní school níbí kan kò ní sí pé à ń gbé kiri ó ń jí láago kan ó ń sáré kiri, the education will not be affected. We made all the plan, we did all the exam, he was accepted, they asked us to come and pay the money so that he can be enrolled. And going back to my earlier point of reference, we said study your children, know your children. It was because we knew our son, we said he wasn't going to go to that boarding school. And the reason is, as of that child, I know I have a very strong-headed child. This child does not fear anybody. From literally when he comes out of the womb, he will look you in the eye, and he doesn't care what you say. He will just look at you. He will not blink. He will not do anything, and he will not do what he will not do.
At least ẹ ti mọ ọmọ yín, ẹ ti mọ ìwà tó lè wù.
If we are studying them for good, we can also study them for bad. We can look at the other bad aspects of their life, like this one. And we looked at each other and we said, when we talk to him, he just look at us, he doesn't blink. When he number one, we are teaching. So we will blink in the first place. But at the same time, he must know how to respect authority. And he must know how to present himself. So at the end of the day, at the Joko, Sister Ronka, which one is most important? And we looked at it and we said, yeah, the boarding house life afford us the time to do those things that we want to do, which is still inshallah, either way you look at it. But at the same time, my first priority, look, there's an order for everything. In the Bible, the first responsibility a man has was God gave him, the first assignment God gave a man was to be a husband. Is to be a husband. After he became a husband, he became a father. So once you become a father, does that now mean that you now neglect everything else? No. That is also part of your priority. So let's go back, ma. We now said no, because they would not be able to handle this child. That's
right.
Maybe every 3 months, every 3 every time what can suffer they don't tell you that the child, when it's terrible, the child is terrible. They say that he's trying, he's improving, he's clinical, and so as far as taking a child to boarding school, know your child.
Thank you, ma.
If that child leaves your premise,
Hmm.
will the people that you are entrusting your child into their hand, will they be able to look after that child?
Hmm.
So, Sister Esther, so that was the second question you asked me, ma.
That's right.
Sorry, every home is different, and we all have to work according to that home and that child. Every child is different. Now, Sister Esther, no reason to feel sorry for you will sit down and have that conversation. Mo ti ṣe irú ẹ̀rí níjọ́ kan tí mo gbọ́ ọmọdé léèwé, a ti wọlé ìwé school, àdúró kílẹ̀ fún iléèwé sí mi. Ọmọdé sọ fún mi nínú mọ́tò, ó ní mọ́, I don't want to go to school. Ibẹ̀ yẹn láti ní conversation yẹn. Kí ló dé? Why don't you want to go to school? Ìgbà yẹn ni mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbọ́ gbogbo ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ léèwé. Àṣọ ọmọ kan wà tó máa ń fà ní òun, àwọn kan pè ní pákí, àwọn kan sọ fún pé ó dàbí mọ́kí, àwọn kan sọ oríṣiríṣi fún wọn. Ọmọ òde délé Monday wá sọ fún wa, ọdún ti kà á láyà. Ìgbà táwọn wà ní mọ́tò lọ́mọ ní I'm not going to school. Mo ní okay, no problem. Adẹ̀jọ́ wọnú school yẹn níjọ́ yẹn. Mi ò gba appointment lọ́wọ́ anybody. Mo wọlé lọ bá wọn ni. Mo ní mo ń gbọ́ ọmọ wá sọ́dọ̀ yín lójoojúmọ́. Mo gbọ́ ọmọdé lẹ́yìn ọmọ ní mo wá sí school. Mo ní nǹkan báyìí. Mo ní máa fẹ́ náà rẹ sọ fún head teacher. Reason tó fi fẹ́ wá school. Ọwọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ fún mi àwọn oní trouble child. Ọmọ yẹn wà ní care. Mo ní that's none of my business. Ẹ̀yin lè gba responsibility ọmọ tó bá wà ní care.
Bọ́ ẹ jáde àti òbí, ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ sókè, ẹ dákẹ́.
Mo ní iye ọkàn mi o, tẹ́ ẹ bá gbọ́ ọmọ tó wà ní kíá, tọmọ tó wà ní kíá tí ò bá mọ̀ lọ sọ, tí ò bá mọ̀ wá wù, tí ò bá mọ̀ wípé everybody else mo ní ẹjọ́, you are the one that got the job not me. Kò gbọ́dọ̀ affect life ọmọ tèmi. Kò gbọ́dọ̀ affect life ọmọ tèmi. Mo ní sọ látẹ̀yìn ìlọ mi ò fẹ́ gbọ́ mọ́.
Ok, ẹ ṣé gan ni mà. Sista torí ká lè rí 70 minutes yìí lò kíákíá. God bless you ma. God will bless you ma. Thank you very much. Sister Esther, well done ma. Ẹ kú jókòó. Sister Ronke, ẹ kú jókòó. Irú àwọn ọmọ yìí tó sọ pé ó sá lọ báyìí sìn lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Sylvester yìí. Èyí tí wàá ní bẹ́ẹ̀ di ọmọ náà kọ́lọ́run kó fọ̀run kẹ́ kó má jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ wa ṣe páńpẹ́ burúkú. Irú àkí nínú pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí sista sọ yìí, irú àkíyèsí wo lẹ feel pé kí parent tètè máa wò whether boarding school whether day school. Sister Ronke ma láàrin ìṣẹ́jú kan pàápàá ká ṣe.
I think as a parent we have to be an advocate for our children. Bóyá ọmọ ṣe dáadáa, bóyá ọmọ ò ṣe dáadáa, àgbélébù ti ẹ nìyẹn. Your role is to advocate for your children, and you need to know your children. But you can't know your children if there are no line of communication. This generation, we have to be intentional about our parenting. Àwọn òbí mi gan, they have their fault as a parent. For us that need to go to school to learn about parenting, learn. There are so many avenues for us to improve as òbí. Láyé tá wà yìí, if you need to join parenting group, join. Kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ tán. Style tí wọ́n fi tọ́ wa láyé ìgbà yẹn, a lè tún àwọn ọmọ generation yìí bẹ́ẹ̀. We need to come down to their level, see it from their own perspective, and have that conversation. For me, I personally believe there is a very thin line between discipline and abuse. Oh, ayé ẹgbà tèmi, ẹgbà ni kò work bẹ́ẹ̀ láyé ìsìn. Ọ̀rọ̀ dùn èmi kìíní yìí ju ẹgbà lọ. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sit àwọn ọmọdé yìí down. Ẹ béèrè kí ni nǹkan tó fẹ́, kí ni nǹkan tó fẹ́, báwo ló ṣe rí ká dẹ̀ fi ilé ayé mọ̀ wọ́n. Wọ́n ń ṣadití, they are very smart. By the virtue of the social media these days, some of them even know things that you don't know. They read, they communicate, they interact, even at higher level. But I want to say to you, Joe, if you come at par with your children and you're able to communicate with your children at the right level, you will become their friends. It gives me joy when my child tells me, Mom, you are my very good friend. And we can talk about deep issues. Èmi á sọ ní gbangba àta ayé ojú ayé la wà yìí. Kò sí nǹkan tó mọ lè ṣe láyé yìí tí ò wà amenable. Kò sọ́mọ tó dáa tó kò dẹ̀ sọ́mọ tí ò dáa. Even tọ́mọ mi bá gbóyún lé ní máa support ẹni. Always come from the place of support. That is èmi nìyẹn. Even tọ́mọ bá ṣe kinní kan, I will support ni. Kò sí nǹkan tí mi ò lè fi dúró láti support ọmọ. Because tọ́mọ yẹn bá rí wípé ìyá mi ó máa support mi, ó máa advocate fún mi. Wọ́n ń ṣàkúrí ọmọ. They will come at your own level and relate with you and interact with you as well. There are books we can read. There are societies we can join, especially this Nigerian community. We need to go back to the drawing board and get it right. And try all over again. Communication, communication, communication. Advocacy.
Thank you. God bless you, ma. Sister Esther, ọ̀rọ̀ náà kàn yín. You have 15 minutes left. If you want to call in during this show, we still have 15 minutes left. Sister Esther, ẹ bá mi gbóhùn sókè mà.
Màá kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ibi tí mo ti sọ wípé tọ́mọ mi bá sọ fún mi pé òun lọ sí school, mo ò ní force ẹ̀. Ìkan tí mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé based on past experience, ṣe mọ̀, kọ́mọ sọ fún ẹ láàárọ̀ pé mom, I'm not feeling well. I don't feel like going to school. At the end of the day, tí n bá gbé lọ school náà, wọ́n máa pè mí náà ní wá gbé ọmọ ẹ̀. Ṣó ti yẹ ibi tí mo ti sọ pé èmi ò ní force ọmọ lọ sí school nìyẹn. And in terms of wípé kí èèyàn support ọmọ, question tẹ́ béèrè pé tí wọ́n bá hùwà tí ò dáa, ṣé ẹ kò support ọmọ? Ṣé rí ó láwọn kan àtẹ́ pé ò gbọ́dọ̀ bò mọ́ ọmọ lára tó bá yẹ pé ìwà burúkú tó wọn bá ń wù. Because ṣe ti rí àwọn àtàwù yìí láìpọ́n yẹn sọ àwọn ọmọ tọ́jú wà lọ́ka bá pààrọ̀. Àwọn mi máa sọ pé mo máa ń tojú bọ̀ nǹkan tí wọ́n rán mi mo máa ń tojú bọ̀, mo wà inquisitive. At the end of the day, mo máa rí nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé bàbá wọn máa ń sọ fún mi gan pé báwo ni wọ́n ṣe máa ń rí nǹkan náà, wí ní nǹkan tí mo ní jókòó sílẹ̀ kí n lanu sílẹ̀. Ṣé wá rí tí máa rí nǹkan tó bàjẹ́ nípa ọmọ mi yẹn, ó ṣe kí n máa lọ máa sọ síta. Ṣóyè yín, mo máa dín pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú agbára Ọlọ́run, máa dín pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tẹ́ pé àgbọ̀ Ọlọ́run máa fún wa ṣe. We still struggling as a parent. But Ọlọ́run máa yẹ wá ṣe kí n wá bí ọmọ tó yẹ kó máa di bully o. Ọlọ́run máa yẹ kí n di ọmọ tó máa di criminal sí gbòòrò. Orú ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ọba bí ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kò jẹ́ kí òbí kó support ẹ̀. Ṣó ti yẹ yín? Èyí táwọn parent wọn tó fi gbé ọmọ ẹ̀ tó fi gbé jáde, ọmọ yẹn náà ti mọ̀ pé parent òun in anything tó bá ṣe máa support òun ni. Come what may, my mommy I trust my daddy, ọmọ defend it. Because ọmọ tẹ defense lẹ́ni tó wà tí ọ̀dà tẹ bá bò wọ́n lẹ̀. Á tún wà nǹkan míì tó yẹ kó máa tún wọ̀ sí yẹn lọ náà. Á tún pe daddy náà ni. Oh daddy, something just happened today at school. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Bàbá pé PA, you know what? Go and ṣe kíníkan wọ́n á bò mọ́lẹ̀. Bẹ̀ ṣe bò mọ́lẹ̀ yẹn, ẹ ń ra ọjọ́ kú fọ́mọ yẹn ni. Because ọmọ tẹ́ ń bò mọ́lẹ̀ tẹ́ jẹ́ kí ọmọ face ẹ̀ kó face ẹ̀ squarely pé yes, nǹkan tó kọ́ burúkú ló ṣe yìí, ó jẹ́ láti you must face it. Tó bá yẹ kó máa deal pẹ̀lú bá kó máa lọ sí ọlọ́mọ ẹ̀ka fún tó máa lọ prison. Tó bá kó máa lọ prison wọ́n láti jẹ́ kó lọ. Ó wá ń ba cover ẹ̀, Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ kí èmi mi ìgbàdúrà rẹ̀ o.
Báwo náà tiẹ̀ ṣe come across court ní secondary school ọmọ 12 years, ọmọ 11 years.
Ọmọ wà ní ìjìyẹn tó ti perpetrate evil at 12 years old. Káwọn ọkọ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n senior. Let's now say kébí a worst case scenario kò lè ju 6 ọmọ 15 lọ or 16 lọ.
Fún àǹfààní àwọn tí ò mọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ dáadáa, tẹ́ bá dé Instagram is everywhere anyway. Wọ́n búlì ọmọ ọdún 12, ọmọ yẹn pọ̀ ọmọ ọdún 12 lẹ́ni. I think he's 12 years old today. Supposed to be 12 years. He was supposed to be 12 years lẹ́ni. But èní ni birthday ọmọ yìí. Wọ́n sọ débi wípé kí ọmọ yẹn ó describe bí ojú ara ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ ṣe rí. Ẹ̀gbẹ́ obìnrin. Wọ́n ń bi ọmọkùnrin léèrè pé kó describe bójú ara ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ ṣe rí. Ọmọ yẹn wọ́n rọ́ ní nǹkan lẹ́nu ni, wọ́n bu nǹkan sẹ́nu ẹ̀ ni.
Ọmọ sọ pé ọ̀nà fún dùn inú ń dùn òun. So ṣé tí wàá rí náà nípa negligence our parents náà? Ṣé rí ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ yìí àmì ọ̀ tó máa gbọ́. Òbí láti wà careful because Ọlọ́run á bí ẹ. Báwo ló ṣe tó ọmọ ẹ̀? Ó dẹ̀ máa give account fún gbogbo ọmọ tó bá bí. Ọmọ tó wà sí tẹ́tẹ́ gbé jáde nínú condition bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Mi ò mọ how far it's true o. Wọ́n lọ gbọ́mọ yẹn lọ sílé, wọ́n lọ ń ti ara ẹ̀ because èmi wo fídíò. Wọ́n gbọ́ lọ sí hospital. Èmi ò wẹ́ ọ́, bó ní kíláàpù ṣe yá dùn fún ẹ̀mí ní condemn wọn. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn parents tó gbé ọmọ wọn tọ́mọ wọn tó ṣe nǹkan tó ṣe yẹn tó dẹ̀ cover ọmọ wọn up. àwọn náà ba society jẹ́ lọ́la because ọmọ tó ń ṣe ń rà ní secondary school tó bá wọ uni nǹkan kí ló fẹ́ ṣe tó bá wọ uni so aṣọ bí ká mọ̀ nǹkan tá a máa ṣe because àwọn ọmọ wọn study wa bí mirror ni wọ́n mọ̀ wá in fact wọ́n mọ̀ wá bí wà tó yẹ kí bọ́wọ́ ṣe wọ back of their hand ni nǹkan tó bá tolerate fún wọn òun náà máa gbó abá ẹ̀ lé.
Thank you Sister Esther kótó ẹ̀yin náà lẹ mo máa padà sórí Sister Ronke nsìn but Sister Esther mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ bá mi round up lọ́dọ̀ tí yín pẹ̀lú kí ni advice ẹ fẹ́ fún àwọn parents single parents out there whether they are here or they are in Nigeria or wherever they are advice wo lẹ fẹ́ fún wọn lórí àwọn ọmọ wa yìí tá à ń pè ní tíntìntìntìn yìí.
Sherry, when it comes to teenagehood, it's supposed to be another topic entirely. Teenagehood is a very, very, in fact, only most challenging part of parenthood. But majority were more. Ibẹ̀ lọ́mọ ti mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ masturbation tọmọ ti mọ̀ pé òun fẹ́ mọtí tọmọ ti mọ̀ pé òun ti wà smart ju parent òun lọ lọ́mọ ti ó ti feel pé òun need freedom teenagehood yẹn ni ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ ní pé fún àwọn parents jẹ́ pé single parents I am saying now I'm not saying well pé mo encourage it but ó bára mi as a single parent. Accept it. The earlier the better for you to accept the fact that you are alone. You are parenting, you're not alone. You are parenting with the Lord. Ọlọ́run tó bẹ́ẹ̀ tó dá ẹ á support ẹ pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ má yẹ ká mú iṣẹ́ over àwọn ọmọ wa. And àwọn ọmọ inú dẹ̀kẹ̀rẹ̀ learn to say no. It is not everything you say yes to. And àwọn ọmọ tàbí ẹ̀ sọ inú dẹ̀kẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n smart débi pé wọ́n máa ń pa irọ́ ń gbà mí tó bá kúkú rọ fún ẹ try láti mọ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ wọn náà mẹ́sẹ̀ síta kó tó láti investigate being a detective is part of parenting jáde síta bẹ̀rẹ̀ questions bó tó mọ̀ ṣe ń ṣe báyìí ọmọ tó wà lé tó ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń show attitude tó wà secretive tó bá wà ní yàrá tí ò ní bọ́ síta tẹ̀ bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ tó bá sáré palẹ̀kùn dé táwọn sá wọlé tó máa show àwọn signs oríṣiríṣi. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká ignore those signs are there. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa take note. And above all, your money should not come before children. Children come before money. Kọ́lọ́ ṣàánú wa.
Very very much sister mi Olúwa bá mi pọ́n yín lé. Sister Ronke ẹ̀yin náà ló kù tẹ́ máa bá wa round up kó tó di pé a kúrò lórí ètò yìí. Ìmọ̀ràn wo lẹ fẹ́ gba àwọn òbí tó wà níta ń bẹ̀ yẹn bá a ṣe lè yanjú ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà lẹ̀ mú mọ̀ pé a ṣe ń padà bọ̀ Tuesday o bọ̀ ìmọ̀ràn wo lẹ fẹ́ gba àwọn òbí tó wà ń ta mà.
Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ àsọ̀rọ̀ tán a ti sọ oríṣiríṣi and my sister has said a lot already. It starts from you as a parent. Báwo lẹ ní fúnra yín ṣe ríra yín ẹni tó ní issues mọ̀ pé òun ní issues tó bá ní issues ó ní tú àṣírí ara ẹ̀ kọ́ lọ́wọ́n bá kó bẹ́ẹ̀ bò ó. There is nothing wrong in seeking help and asking for help. I find, and this is my own personal experience, I find out as a society, we can be very secretive. Kì í fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ síta. Sometimes, àìmá sọ̀rọ̀, ẹni pé abèrè ọ̀nà kò fẹ́ ṣìnà ni, ó ti ṣe ẹlòmíì lọ́nà. Kò séèyàn tó gbọ́n tán. You can be a fantastic doctor and be a terrible parent because you don't know how things are done. And when you find yourself in a difficult situation, ask for help. It's so crucial, especially fún àwa tí a wà ń bí. And when you want to ask for help, not from every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Know where you need to take your issues to. Táwa nílùú òyìnbó, there are channels of authority, there are places we can go to. My sister talked about teenagers. Some teenagers have issues. It's not just teenage issues. Sometimes some have underlying medical and psychological issues that need support. But kí ni ká ti gbọ́? Kí ni ayé máa sọ tó bá mọ̀ pé kíní kan ó ti bá yé ẹlòmíì jẹ́? If you need help with counseling, go for it. If you need help with parenting skill, ask questions. And that includes both here and in Nigeria. Some children are in Okay, let me mention area Irara. Some children find themselves in blended families where step-parenting, stepfather, stepmother, that is another issue entirely. And eléyìí máa direct sáwa òbí, àwọn obìnrin especially. In the name of wanting another relationship, do not sacrifice your children. Ọjọ́ ọ̀la á bèrè. Ọjọ́ ọ̀la á bèrè. We want our peace. I know it's not easy. Since earlier, I'm telling you it's hard. But tí a bá fi ọ̀rọ̀ wa yá Ọlọ́run á padà ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ nírọ̀rùn. Eventually, tẹ́ bá yanjú aspect yẹn ìdùnnú tá bá wa kalẹ̀ Ọlọ́run á gbélé wa lọ́wọ́. Some women are sacrificing their children for their second marriages. Another topic for another day. When a child is telling you something is going on, listen. I so much believe in listening to children. Absolutely. Èmi ò ní cover ọmọ tó máa ṣìwàwù pé kinní kan o. However, I tell my kids, we have roundtable conversation in my home. I've talked about this before on your show, on how I deal with my children. And every blessed day as we are going to school, I tell them, say, go out today and be proud of yourself. Ask yourself, second guess yourself. What I'm going to do today, will I be proud of it? If you are proud of it, be sure that mommy will be proud as well. And they will come back and tell you that teachers will say, you know, well, your children are a credit to you. No, they are not a credit to me. So don't worry about me. Be a credit to yourself. Go and become proud of yourself. Let's talk to these children. There are tools we can use. Teach your children how to meditate. 5 minutes a day will not stop their life. Teach your children how to affirm positive things. Positive parenting can be learned. Positive attitude can be learned. Positive characterization can be learned. Where we are getting it wrong, fix it. This society, even on this social media we are right now, there are so many parenting team groups that you can join and pick ideas on how to communicate to your children. It's important we all learn and relearn a lot of things. You are not a failure. You haven't failed until you stop trying. If you know you have a child that is challenging, ask questions. Because on social media, some of you say, but please, who has teenagers? Show me. I need to talk to someone because only if I bust. I need help. With that single post, I had lecturers, I had vice chancellors, I had seen, boom. Okay, this is what you should do. I always promote this book. Read books with your children. How to manage stressful situations. Don't think they don't learn. Go on YouTube. Look at what you can do together as a family. Now my children will write affirmations for teenagers. Okay, I can be proud of myself. My life can be better. As you continue to say these things, even the academic performance will improve. Then, you won't know unless you are involved. We are too busy chasing what is not. Money is so good. It's good to have all those beautiful houses and all those fantastic cars. But make the Lord forbid ìbànújẹ́. Àwọn òbí Sylvester bọ́n ṣe wà yìí kò sí iye owó tó wà lákàntún wọn lé nínú ìbànújẹ́ ni wọ́n wà. Ultimately, what would define our peace, our progress, and our absolute satisfaction and actualization is beyond money. Let us remember that always. When they call that child, will you be proud to work? But yes, ọmọ mi nìyí. Kò kí n ṣe torí academic performance o, but based on ìwà tí wọ́n bá wù and their morality in every society they found themselves. If you can answer that question, indeed you have passed. We are all work in progress. Find the right solution, seek out the right solution, ask questions, and where you get it wrong, do not be shy. Do not be shy to ask for help. May the Lord Almighty bless us. And to the counseling kó lọ gbà, there are support network everywhere, even in Nigeria. Wọ́n ní child trafficking support, child abuse support, domestic violence support. It is everywhere. Seek and get the right support and use it. And don't be ashamed. I am not ashamed of being a single parent. No, I am not ashamed. Circumstances put me here, but it does not define my future. Your child can be raised in a single parent home and they will be better off than a child of parents that are married but living single, where there is no love. Every one of us can give it. Grow your children in a loving environment. This heart he can stretch. Learn to appreciate where you are today, whether you're single or not. It does not define where you're going to be. That success is coming, and those success are these children that will represent you. And at that time, what will be yours will always come back to you. Please, I beg us, these children, they are our future. They are what will represent us. Do it right, and God Almighty will support us. That is what I have to say now.
Exactly. Thank you very much, my big sisters. Ẹ̀yin ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ni mo gbé wá, ẹ̀yin màámi ni mo gbé wá, ẹ̀yin sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ ni mo gbé wá. God will honor you. Ẹ̀yin òbí, ẹ̀yin gangan náà pè ní abiyamọ. Ọlọ́run kó jẹ́ ká gbogbo á jèrè ọmọ. A ní fojú sunkún àwọn ọmọ wa. Sylvester náà Ọlọ́run á bá wa dẹlẹ̀ fún. Á dárí gbogbo àìṣedédé ẹ̀ jí. Á dárí tàwọn òbí ẹ̀ náà jí. Kò wá nífẹ̀ẹ́ ṣe gbogbo wọn, kò ní fi bí àwa náà lágbára Ọlọ́run. Thank you very much for joining me, my sister JP RR Musa Majek. Thank you very much. Wọ́n call but wọ́n ti ń pè, wọ́n ti ń message wa wọlé. Oríṣiríṣi message wọn la ti ń pin látàárọ̀. Thank you very much. God will honor you. We are coming back again on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Definitely, we are not going to leave this topic. As she might continue, it may be this beautiful guest. We may be another guest on that Tuesday. Please kindly join us and remember to share this program. Irú àwọn program báyìí, ẹ jẹ́ máa share ẹ̀ lórí page wa. Ó máa wúlò fáwọn parents míì tí wọn sì ní tòsí. Gbogbo ìgbà kọ́ la fi máa wo left and right center. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo nǹkan tó máa benefit àwọn ọmọ wa. Ẹlòmíì ti sọ ògo àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀nù nípasẹ̀ ìran wíwò lórí Facebook gan. Nípa ìran wíwò, nípa carry the way lórí Facebook. Èmi máa ń sọ pé tí èèyàn bá wà lórí Facebook tí ò bá gbọ́n, mi rò pé ó tún lè gbọ́n mọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n ìwọ̀n barista kọrin kan, ó ní kò sẹ́ni tó sọ nínú inú wa àwòrán tábà wòran níwọ̀nsẹ̀. Ó nítorí pé àwọn òwòrán púpọ̀ kò jẹ́ káwọn sọnù lájò táwọn lọ. Ṣé Kọ́lìntì ni? Ṣé ti rí gbọ́n sìn? Ó ní pé kò sẹ́ni kankan tó sọ nítorí pé àwọn òwòrán púpọ̀, àwọn olówòrán tàwọn. So ìran ń gbà mí, ìran wíwò lórí social media. Please, my parents, limit here so that we can have time for our children. Watching Facebook 5 hours, 4 hours, sitting down on Facebook, unnecessary ẹjọ́ tí kò kàn wá lọ́wọ́ as a parent, tí kò kàn wá lẹ́sẹ̀, is affecting our children. But it's not today's topic because we need to go now. And thank you very much, and join us again on Tuesday, my beautiful sister. God will honor you. Thank you very much. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ o. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ join wa, Sister Victoria Cooper, T.Y. Moore láti ìlú London, and many more people. Thanks for joining, and God bless you. We see you later. Ẹ ṣé gan ni mo dúpẹ́ o. God will be with you. God will honor you. Bye, ma. Wow. Thank you, everyone. Like I said, my name is Omolara Eboda. We are back again. We'll be back again on Tuesday for another wonderful topic about our children, about our teenagers. We need it. They need to learn. We need to teach them. Ẹ má jẹ́ àwòrán jù. Ìran máa ń kó báyàn. Why? You will hold your phone for 3 hours, not even at work. Tó ẹ pé wà ń bí ṣẹ́nsìn. It's another thing. Gbogbo 3 hours, 4 hours, tá a fi ń jókòó sórí Facebook yìí, we can use it. We can train ourselves. There's a lot of things you can go and we can do online. You can learn from online kini. Wọ́n máa train wa, wọ́n máa teach wa. Whatever you want to do is possible. And iṣẹ́ ti pọ̀ online sí iṣẹ́ work from home ti pọ̀. Instead of you sitting down on your phone watching unnecessary kini tí kò kàn yín lọ́wọ́ tí kò kàn wá lẹ́sẹ̀ for 3-4 hours. Come on. Àwọn ọmọ wa dẹ̀ wà ń bẹ̀ yẹn, they need us, they want to talk to us. That is the reason why tá ṣe máa ń lé ọmọ mi wọnú ilé lọ kó máa lọ nú ilé torí pé a fẹ́ wòran, torí pé a fẹ́ concentrate lórí nǹkan tí à ń wò, torí pé a fẹ́ kó distract wa. But they want us to be their friends. Please, I beg of you, be your children's best friend. Best friend. Kì í ṣe gbogbo ìgbà náà láti máa wọ́n. Ẹ má jẹ́ àsọ̀rọ̀ tán, a máa pàdé lọ́jọ́ Tuesday lágbára Ọlọ́run. Gbogbo ṣe jẹ́ ti Ọlọ́run. A tún pàdé ní ọjọ́ Tuesday. Thank you very much, and God will honor you.